Hi, it's Hazel. Welcome back to my channel. I am continuing I guess the last segment of my haul video of the stuff that we bought while we were in the States over New Year's. Yeah, this is if you saw all the others, you'll know that in one of them I was gushing on about this tape and my belief that you could put it on anything and it would not, and then if you wanted to lift it, it would not damage the surface below. Well, how about if I retract that? I think that is true on many surfaces, or maybe even most surfaces. But as we go through the video today, I'll show you one example on 100-year-old paper where it did not work. So I just wanted to make that very clear, that if you are using this, maybe test it in an inconspicuous area or use it very sparingly, because I suspect that on old paper, and maybe paper without, today's content and coding and blah, 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 it will fail that test. Anyway, okay, let's get on with it. I've got some fair to middling interesting things to show you, and then the absolute best of the best I've saved for last. And I've been hinting at this for several videos now, so it's about time I coughed up the surprise, or shared the thing with you. This is an 18 by 23 piece of musical staff paper. It was in a roll, but of course, trying to get a roll home in a car that was crammed to the rafters did not seem likely, so I just, folded it where I thought it could work. I mean, where, kind of reasonable sized pieces. Okay, this is, what did I pay for this? Can't tell. Oh, damn. This is, I bought this at a thrift store. It is a pad of 48 paper placemats, a variety of designs. Did I need more paper? No. Did I want more paper? Yes. So I I got it. I have to say that in one of the kitchenware gift shops that we saw, buying a pad of these sorts of things can cost, and certainly not 48 pieces, maybe 12 pieces or 24 pieces, and just paper placemats. They were priced at around $33 US. So clearly I did not buy that and would not buy that. This is going to be a little tricky. The next, oh, darn it. The next three, I was trying to let that flatten out a bit. I bought 3 documents. Okay, this one is 1921, 1919, 1922. They're all from the same woman. I guess she must have had some, what is this? Haven't completed the primary department, blah, blah, blah. I don't know if this is from school. I just love those flowers. Now this is where, this was in kind of sad shape. So this is where I used the tape at the back to try to do some repair. And you can see that, or maybe you can't, but if you could see, there was quite a long tear here, tears along the perimeter. And somewhere on here, I thought, well, let me just test that tape. And I think it was right there. So I stuck a piece of tape down, and this is what, oh, you can't see it. This is what happened when I peeled it off. So I'm hoping that you can see that that tape is no longer transparent because it picked up the surface of this old paper. So that was the reason for my little warning there. I would hate to think that anyone is taking my word for that fact when in fact I hadn't tested it properly. So again, the warning is do not think that is going to be foolproof on really old paper. So there was that. A penmanship certificate. And, you know, the fact that people were taught penmanship and graded on penmanship and received certificates on penmanship should not be that big a surprise to any of us, because as you know, when anyone looks at vintage documents, oh my goodness, the penmanship, look at that writing, it's so wonderful. Well, I guess what you focus on is what you become good at. So when schools paid more attention to that sort of thing, you got the results. I don't even know I don't think that today's children actually learn cursive writing. So I was trying to get my grandsons to think about that, because in my mind it's just another skill set. So if you know how to, like, so many parts of history and so much of life would be unavailable to people who can't read cursive. And I think it would be just another skill in the toolbox. Anyway, enough about the preaching. So the next several, 1, 2, 3, 4 papers were bought at that art supply store that I've mentioned earlier. Now, I kind of wrecked this. These were all wrapped up with elastic. I kind of wrecked this when I was trying to do the old ruler straightening out trick. You know, where you go like this, opposite, like on the, okay, this would have been curved like so. So anyway, a little pink, okay, I'll tell you what these are. These papers were intended for dollhouses, to wallpaper dollhouses. Now, true story, about 30 years ago, or perhaps, yeah, about 30 years ago, I bought a kit, including the cedar shakes, for a dollhouse kit, a 2-story colonial. I think it had an add-on, like a little wing on the side, and those cedar shakes. It has stayed sealed for all this time. A couple of years ago, I cracked the box open, one of the boxes open, and I took the parts out, and I thought, oh, look at the lovely little, oh, the door is so cute, and the little arched window, whatever you call that, not a transom window, but that half dome thing above, and haven't done a darn thing with it since. Now, I'm not deluding myself into thinking that, oh, I'm quickly going to get that done and wallpaper my walls. I just thought that, especially this, is this not the cutest? This is called Country French Collection. And this little floral, that if I got on with it, even if I don't wallpaper the dollhouse, I can certainly use these papers in some other format. Okay, this is going to be a bit of a trick, this next thing, because there is no way on earth that this is going to fit into the screen, and I'll tell you why. It's 18 inches wide. Oops, I'm going to hit my camera arm, or my phone holder, and 23 inches tall. So suffice it to say, I'll try to show you. Let me just. Oh, and in case you're wondering what that boo-boo is in the corner there, what would possess a storekeeper, an antique place, to put a damn sticker, description / price tag sticker, onto a thing that is 100 years old. Like, duh. And maybe if I was less impatient, I would have tried to figure out a way, excuse me, to, this is it. Oh, I guess I should have measured the spine is 1 3/4 of an inch. I should have maybe tried to figure out a way to remove that without, damaging the surface. Or for the love of who, at least put this on the back cover, people. Anyway, so what is this giant thing? And I don't know how many of you would have seen something like this, but I am delighted. Again, you'll only be able to see partial pages. I hope I don't hit my... Yes, I will. Sorry, gotta lift this. Oh dear. This came, okay, let me go a little further. This is the April 1920 bound copies of the Rocky Mountain News. So what the guy told me is when the paper folded, they gave all their issues to the University of Colorado Historical Collection. And I don't know, okay, the date, you probably can't see this because whoops. It's out of your line of vision, but there's a tag here. It says who gave it, and it says January 1937. So I have no idea how long the university hung on to this. Oh, you can't see anything. It's all blurry. What the heck? Okay. It helps to uncover the... This is really bad. Maybe I should... Okay, I think what I'll do... Sorry. I'm going to take this out of the holder so that I can just... Oops. Show you what I need to show you. So, I'll just sort of... go over the page slowly so you can see the sorts of things. So there would be like, probably... Forgive me, people. So you can see that was probably the editorial cartoon. There was, there's the weather, news. And then, looky here, photos, ads, more ads. This is, I'm holding this sideways to get the page that is perched up right here. So you can, that gives you an idea of the width of these pages. So can you fathom the possibilities here? Sorry guys, I laid the phone down there for a minute. I'll just show you a few more because clearly this isn't working. These pages want to fall down. My gooseneck arm is in the way. The table is too small. I did want to show you something, and I did mark it here. And it looks like every week, I guess, they did kind of an insert. You can see it's not, the pages are not quite as big as the regular page, of photos. So they called it Picture Press section. So these are probably some of the pictures that, I don't know, appeared in the previous week, or maybe they were photos that never made it into the paper that week. But there are a few pages of those. And I could tell that there were at least 4 sections like that. Oh, here's another one. This would have been April 18th. the week of April 18th. This is probably classified. Well, I guess too big to be classified ads. But really in tremendous, another insert like that. Oh, the cartoons, colored cartoons. Nothing too shabby about that. So you can see the possibilities here. Now clearly I wanted to get this video done so that I could, figure out what to do with this next. It has possibilities in terms of any of this could be scanned and turned into digitals. Although, of course, it'd have to be done in sections. You could almost get four pages out of one page. And the other thing I could do is, take it apart and create some bundles along with some of the other things I've purchased recently and sell them that way in the Etsy shop. So I don't know what I'm going to do, but let me just say I'm thrilled with this purchase. And by the way, this size was smaller in overall size, and maybe I'd say about half the spine width off the other ones that they had for sale. I just thought that was a little unwieldy and more money, and I'd have to live to 140 to use it all. So I just opted for the smaller ones. Now, if I had a free hand here, I'd be doing air quotes around smaller, because clearly this is not small. Anyway, that was the creme de la creme of my thrifting. And again, I can't wait. I can't wait to share them in some format or another with you. To avoid making you sick from this movement, I will just end with my usual paper request here to please consider subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing. The name of the channel is Hazel Anaka Design, and by doing so, you would help me grow this new channel. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for talking it up. And yes, now that I'm back home, the videos will be coming at you, hopefully, fast and furious, with my take on how to do this, and a little bit of my personality oozing through, and hopefully you find entertainment and value and keep coming back. In the meantime, stay well and happy crafting. Thanks. Bye.